and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who've just joined, and there are a couple of you, welcome to my channel. My name's Jo and I mainly do Irregular Choice shoes and handbags, but I also do other brands. For those of you that have been watching my videos forever, thank you so much for continuing to watch. I very much appreciate you watching the videos. It means a lot to me. And for those of you who are just lurking about, I'd really be so happy if you subscribed and joined our merry little band. So what have we been up to this week? I went to see the new Mission Impossible film. I'm not really a big fan of Tom Cruise, if I'm honest, but I do like the Mission Impossible films. I used to watch the old series, and I like that there's nods to the old series in the film. It's just good. It's good. Yeah, I mean the set pieces are so good. I really enjoyed it, and I went on a school night. So I went with my son, Mike, my husband, and one of Max's closest friends, Josh, and his brother Brett. Now I wouldn't have been able to get there because the film started at 7, but because Josh was going, he picked me up from work and took me into the cinema. But it was so good. It was honestly so good. So I really enjoyed it. Yesterday I went to Maggie's, and I didn't. This was the thing that I was supposed to go to this after I finished my course, but I got poorly after my treatment. I got all this pain in my side and all these mouth ulcers, so I just couldn't go. So they put me on the next one, and it was like yoga to start. Then you had like a cooking demonstration, and then you got to eat this lovely lunch, and then you had yoga nap. I quite like the yoga nap. That was quite good. Just lay there and little bits of exercises and just laying and breathing. It was actually really quite nice. Bit of a horrendous bus journey home, honestly. I always used to say when I had my treatment that I was so lucky that I had a bus that took me from literally my back door right to the hospital. The loading buses decided to take that off, and we do have a bus that still goes to the hospital, but it goes around 2 towns, so it's really windy. And for some reason I can't even like connect the 2 buses. So yesterday I thought, oh, I might be able to catch it at Surgeons Hall and jump on my bus, but it missed the connection, and then there was 40 minutes. Oh, it was just a disaster getting home. And I just thought, for those people that are going through radiotherapy or cancer treatment, I mean, I honestly don't know what I would do now, because I would literally have to get this windy bus, which is not great when you're going through treatment, and then I would have a 15-20 minute walk at the end. Honestly, yeah, it would have made my life very hard. So anyway, let's not dwell on the negative. It was a good course. I loved it. Right, so what have I got for you today? I've got 2 pairs of the same shoe, which will make sense when I show you them, and a pair of Irregular Choice. So the first ones are not Irregular Choice, and I've been sitting here quite uncomfortable because this has been digging into me. But this is the box, and that's the make Koi. Now, I think they're a vegan brand, so they don't use any leather. And I think I've got maybe 1 or 2 other pairs of Koi shoes. But if you see on the box, if you know, you know, the Teletubbies. Now, when my children are all adults now, but when they were young, and I think I can say this because Max doesn't watch my videos, so I think I'm pretty safe. But my eldest, absolutely loved the Teletubbies. And I never really saw any educational value in it, apart from that it was colourful. But he was obsessed, and he used to call them the Bobbies, the Bobbies, the Bobbies. And he was absolutely obsessed. And like my middle one, he was into the tweenies, but they would do something about, like, they'd maybe teach about sharing, like one of them would be quite selfish with the sweets, and so I could see the educational value, but yeah, not the Teletubbies. But he loved it and he watched it. But at Christmas, of course, it was the one toy everybody wanted was a Teletubby, and as usual, you know, more demand than supply. And I remember my kids were never greedy with Christmas. All he wanted really was a Teletubby, and I couldn't find one anywhere, and it was getting closer and closer to Christmas, and I was thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have to get Santa to write him a letter, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And then I walked in Boots, and there was Lala sitting on a shelf, and I remember thinking, oh God, can anyone else see it? I ran up to Lala, and I got it. I remember ringing Mike going, I've got Lala, I've got Lala. I mean, when I think back, it's absolutely mental. But anyway, that was the madness of the Teletubbies. So what I'm going to show you is two separate pairs of shoes, because obviously they had all the Teletubbies. So they had Lala, Yellow, Poe, Tinky Winky. I knew I'd forget one. I can't remember what that one's called. Lala. Oh, that's going to bug me so much. 2 seconds, I'm going to check the box because it's going to really bug me. Dipsy. Of course it was Dipsy. Anyway, so I chose Lala and Dipsy, so the yellow and the green. So I'll show you them. They do come in these little, I mean, they're quite flimsy little dust bags, but they do, both shoes come in that. So now, as I say, they're vegan, so these are plastic, and they do smell very plasticky. So you'll see you've got your Teletubby there, and your little thing there, and the little ears, and they're just this bright, juicy leather platform like a Mary Jane with the buckle, and I just thought they're really good fun. And you know, I wear a lot of colourful things, so definitely will go with a lot of my clothes, and very comfy because the platform's here, so you literally, you know, there's no, you know, there's hardly even a bend there, so very, very comfortable to wear. And that's the sole. So that is Lala. And then we've got Dipsy, and Dipsy's this bright neon green, and again you've got the Teletubby, and you've got theirs, which is a bit different, and the ears there, and this bright vibrant green. I like that there's, you know, it all matches. You just got green, you haven't got black on here. I quite like that. Now, as I say, these are two separate pairs of shoes. I've got two of these, and I've got two of the yellow. But do you know, with what I'm wearing today, I might be tempted on wearing one of each. I think when I do the walking tour, that's the walking tour. That's what Leo's doing, walking tours around educating people about Edinburgh, or Edinburgh's ghosts. When I do the walking video, I think I'll do one of each, because I think that'd go quite well. I've got my dress with the coloured pencils on, so I think that would look quite fun. And I mean, you know, flipping heck, I wear daft things on my head. People are not even going to bat an eyelid if I wear odd shoes, especially where I live. So yeah, I'll do that and see what that looks like. So the other pair of shoes I've got for you today, I got in the sale. and it was what they called the collaboration sale. So when they had a collab like Scooby-Doo or Pokemon or Disney, it was all those that were put in the sale. And the thing with sales with IC is they put them in sale, and then they'll be like that for, and then they'll reduce again, and then they'll maybe reduce 2 or 3 times till the end. So it's whether you hold your nerve. So they've actually got a sale on at the moment if you want to check the sale out. There are a couple of pairs that I quite like, but not enough to even pay that price. So I think I'll wait and wait and wait. And if they're still available right at the end at a better price, I'll get them. And if they're not, they're not meant to be. So I've just got my eye on a couple of pairs in the sale. But as I say, if they don't go what I want to pay, then I'm quite happy to leave them. So I thought I'd show you the box of this, because it's quite nice, and it was the Disney Princess collection. So you've got like the castle, all very Disney and colourful for the Disney Princess collection. And this is what I got. So I got the Disney boots. So there's Aurora, Sleeping Beauty, and one of the fairies there. And they've got these lovely, I think they're quite realistic, these roses, because I like the way, see here, you know when a rose is on the turn and they go that kind of like greeny brown way. I like the way they've coloured that at the edges. And then you've got this really full-on blousey kind of rose. But I like the way they've coloured that. And then here you have Aurora with a beautiful blonde hair. And you've got like the vine going up the little heel. And it is a very small little heel, very wearable. And you've got this glitter going along, and you can see the other two fairies here on this side and this printed side, and you've got the zip section going up. But I just think that's, and it's just got Princess Aurora here. That's printed, it's not embroidered or anything. But a very wearable small heeled boot. And the other boot is same but different. So again, you've got the roses again with this colouring there. I just think that colouring just elevates it a bit, and your big blousey rose. And then you've got Sleeping Beauty printed there, and you've got glitter. And as you come round, you've got the castle imprinted on there in metallics. You've got the path going up to the door of the castle, and then all the glitter and the zips, and you've got the like the forest. And again, you've got the vine going up the heel. I mean, they could have left that, and that's embroidered. The bit going up the heel is actually embroidered, and I thought that's lovely. On the bottom, got little bluebirds. Yeah, we've got the monkey and little cricket there. I wonder if it's the same on the bottom. See, sometimes I don't even know. I've not looked at the bottom of the boot. Yeah, and you've got the owl on this one. Put that one down. Got the owl there. Yeah, so I got those in the sale. I was really happy with those. But the sale that's on at the moment is just a general Irregular Choice sale. But yeah, check it out. There might be stuff you fancy. But I'm going to hold out for these shoes. So whether I'm successful, whether I'm not, who knows. But, you know, there's certain shoes that I would go, oh, I've got to have them now. But these are ones that I would quite like, but I'll wait and see if they go down and down and down. All right. well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Stay regular, guys, because it's so boring, you know. Stay regular, and I'll see you next time. Not sure what I've got for you next time, but there will be something exciting probably. I'll do the walking video for you. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you the next couple of weeks. Bye, guys.